Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's Sunday preview. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Sunday preview. Kill Team Salvation stalks into view. We're in the Christmas season now, which means that we're taking pre-orders a little further out for the start of January. Last week, we looked at what is coming up for pre-order on the 16th of December, and this week we are once more taking a slightly further look ahead than usual in order to highlight what will be available for pre-order on the 23rd of December. Note that products revealed and released this next month or so will be subject to a 3-week pre-order period in order to accommodate Christmas. This means that models which go up for pre-order on the 23rd of December will be released in store on the 13th of January. Let's take a look. Okay, interesting. So basically the stuff that we're seeing right now, it is the 10th of December. So it goes up for pre-order on the 23rd of December, which is in 2 weeks. And then it's not actually available until 3 weeks after that, which is the 13th of January. So at this point in time, we are taking a look at stuff that's over a month out, which I'm not saying is necessarily a bad thing. I have long advocated for Games Workshop to give people a more accurate idea when stuff is coming out, because many people have limited hobby budgets and like to actually plan around that. And in the past, Games Workshop employees have discussed, or people have speculated, that part of their business model is FOMO. And the reason they don't tell you what's coming is because they think that you will defer purchases if you know what's coming in the future. AKA, you'll pass on what's coming out this week because you'd rather have what's coming out next week. Now, I don't think that's necessarily the case. I don't think there are many people out there that are buying stuff unnecessarily if they have a limited hobby budget. I think most people that are just buying all the pre-releases or all the new stuff that comes out wouldn't change their behavior at all if they know what's coming. And I think most of the people that are very specific about what they're purchasing are not going to skip over purchases they would have otherwise made because something cooler is coming out a month down the road, etc. Now that's my opinion. Feel free to share yours down below. But obviously Games Workshop has either finally seen the light or is at least giving this a try. But for the most part, I think this is much better knowing what's going to be coming a few weeks to a month out. So there's a little video right here, but you can check it out if you want. All right, so right off the bat, we have the Kill Team Salvation, much awaited. The next installment of Kill Team pits Space Marine Scouts and Eldari Striking Scorpions in tense skirmishes across the seabound rigs of Beta-Decima. This box contains 10 all-new Space Marine Scouts and 10 all-new Striking Scorpions, 5 pieces of Mechanicus-themed terrain, and on top of that, there's an exclusive 88-page Kill Team Salvation manual that contains the lore and rules for both Kill Teams and an exclusive set of data cards and token sheets for each. Okay, so very cool. Data cards and token sheets for each. That is definitely something that we haven't seen in the past, at least not the recent past. Previously, in the other editions of Kill Team, we have seen where they release special box sets for the different factions, and you would get some terrain, a Kill Team, and then also token sheets and stuff. So maybe we're kind of going to see the best of both worlds, even though they did break up the big boxes. I don't think it necessarily has to be a bad thing. All right, and then next we have the Killzone Bheta-Decima pre-order from the 23rd of December, and this is basically just the other half of the box set. So now the warcry and Kill Team sets are coming with the models, a little bit of terrain, and some other stuff in one box, and then they're coming with just the main terrain separately in another box. And this does make it more expensive if you're looking to pick up both these things, as opposed to just getting one big box. But I think overall it's going to be better because we won't have as many people buying a big box just to get one Kill Team, or being forced to pick up a bunch of terrain that they don't want just to get a hold of, for instance, the Adeptor Sarbites. So we know that last season just didn't work for Kill Team and Warcry. It was an absolute disaster. So let's give this a shot and hopefully it works out better. I have a feeling, it can't work out worse. So overall, I think this is a net positive. Take the fight to the perilous rig complexes of Beta-Decima with a new kill zone, which contains a game board and 18 pieces of terrain, including a ferrotonic furnace with new components, a collection of gantries, and 9 objective markers. So one thing I really do like about this is, with the exception of the actual ferrotonic furnace, the base here, everything is new. Previously, we did have the small little pieces and the medium pieces, but now we have the larger pieces. All of the legs from this set are the shorter legs, which we didn't have before, so they're half the height of the furnace. We have the big round platform, the clip-on Kill Team style barricades, and then of course the objective stuff as well. So very cool. All right, and then next from Death Gorge Warhammer Underworlds, we have Daggok's Stab-Ladz, and again 23rd of December pre-order. Warbands are lured into the Death Gorge for all sorts of purposes, from pilfering treasure to siphoning souls. In the case of Daggok's Stab-Ladz, it's discreetly detaching the heads of worthy opponents to steal their know-whats. Daggok Stab-Ladz are dedicated to ensuring their boss rises to the rank of kill boss, undertaking a range of cunning schemes to cement his success. Really nice models right here. I particularly love that musician. Cool poses though regardless. Alright, and then we have for Warhammer Underworld's Deathgorge the Malevolent Masks. And this is the Rivals deck. An old Gurish legend tells that the collection of 6 demon-hunted masks carved by a mad artificer was lost when Daggok the Living Avalanche destroyed the city that housed them. They have now resurfaced in the Deathgorge, willing warbands to harness their powers as they fight for victory. Despite dangerous consequences, the brand new Universal Rivals deck is easy to use. Simply pick a warband and then open shuffle and play your deck. Alright, and then for 40k we see a selection of Tyranids first available in Warhammer 40,000 Leviathan, and subsequent starter sets are now spittering off the main Hive fleet and into your own forces. So this is going to be all the stuff that was not available outside of the box set, now going to be offered individually. So we see Von Ryan's Leapers pre-order from the 23rd of December. Lethal and nimble in equal measure, Von Ryan's Leapers are supremely sneaky hunters that infiltrate battlefields, lying in wait to ambush their unsuspecting prey in a whirlwind of chitinous blades. And one cool thing about this is this stuff wasn't previously offered, so only now that we have the individual prices for this stuff can we truly appreciate how amazing of a deal Leviathan was, because we had to speculate on the prices for a lot of this stuff, and I think people are going to be shocked. Alright, and then next we have the Winged Tyranid Prime, again 23rd. The Winged Tyranid Prime is a powerful synapse creature adapted for rapid assaults, swooping into battle to command strikes on critical targets marked out by the Hive Mind. Alright, and then the Psychophage. Biomass is the Tyranid's singular purpose, and many of the bioorganisms contribute during combat by ingesting their foes. The Psychophage has been adapted to consume enemy psychers, somehow metabolizing their meals into torrents of psychocorrosive ash. And then we have the Neurogaunts. The synapse networks allow the hive mind to control its swarming forces on the ground, and Neurogaunts act as both living relays for synapse node beasts and a wall of flesh and claws to stand between the leaders and the foes. Alright, and then we have the Horrors of the Hive. The Horrors of the Hive are powerful bioorganisms that are more than equal to the most powerful mechanized weapons of their prey. This set includes a Screamer Killer and a Neurotyrant with its 2 Neurolid tokens, pure expressions of physical aggression and psychic domination. But again, all this stuff is going to come out at like Games Workshop MSRP, like retail prices. So realistically, Leviathan is still available a lot of places. And then also tons of people have parted them out. So you're going to be able to pick up all of this stuff at a fraction of the price. And it's not like these are like new full multi-part kits. These are literally just the exact sprues out of Leviathan being sold separately. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Bloodbowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. Alright, and then for Horse Heresy, we have the Alpha Legion Saboteur Consulate. The Alpha Legion are exceptionally gifted in art of deception, and the Alpha Legion Saboteur is a maestro of misdirection. He undertakes false operations to damage the command and logistical structures of enemy legions with carefully planted explosives. Nice looking model right here. I'm never a fan of this pose where they're kind of just like holding their gun at their side, but it looks okay here. Alright, and then we have the Thousand Suns Librarian Consul. As we announced last week, the Supreme Sorcerer will be coming up for pre-order next Saturday, sneaking in ahead of his Alpha Legion rival. So this one was on the 16th. The Alpha Legion Bro was on the 23rd. The Librarians of the Thousand Suns are some of the most powerful psychers of the Horus Heresy, wielding forbidden knowledge and warp-born power to protect their allies and obliterate their foes. This forgeworld resin model is equipped with a force weapon and highly detailed artificer armor covered with Prosperin elements. He comes with a choice of bear or helmeted head, and his physical release date is the 6th of January. So again, that 3-week period. It didn't mention it for the Alpha Legion Bro, but I'm assuming, again, forgeworld resin. Alright, and then for Necromunda, we have the Apocrypha Necromunda and Palanite Enforcer Tauros Venator, pre-order from the 16th of December. You'll be able to pre-order the plastic Palanite Enforcer Tauros Venator from next week, along with Apocrypha Necromunda in hardback and ebook. This book contains brand new rules for the Underhive Nemesis and living settings, which evolve your campaign as it progresses, as well as new clan house vehicle rules, including extra equipment for all house gang vehicles, plus new vehicle gang tactics and unique crew profiles for Daggok. You'll also find a variety of updated, expanded, and collated rules no longer in print elsewhere. including an expanded version of the Resurrection packages from White Dwarf 453, 4 revamped Arbiter scenarios, originally printed in Necromunda Gang War 3, and 3 Gang Raid scenarios from White Dwarf December 2019. Rules for Outlawed Brutes first published in White Dwarf 458, and a reprint of the Uprising campaign that was available in Necromunda Dark Uprising box sets. So very cool that they're bringing a lot of that back all in one single book, and obviously the Tauros is absolutely awesome. All right, and then for Blood Bowl, we see them made to order on the 23rd of December, all of the various cheerleaders. We got some refs and a couple of players as well. All right, and then for Black Library, and I don't know why they go with the Black Library has opened its doors once again. That used to be like a thing when they would only put something out like every month or so, and it kind of made sense. It was like, oh, it's this exclusive thing. But now, like, let's be real, Black Library's doors are always open. There's literally like multiple things coming out every week. So we have the Primarch of the Dark Angels has returned. The questing knight of the Hellish Nightmare of the Imperial Nihilus has a quest to vanish Chaos Warband led by one of his fallen sons. The Lion, Son of the Forest by Mike Brooks will be available for pre-order soon in paperback format. It's the first novel to explore Lionel Johnson's return to the 41st millennia, and what it means for his loyal sons, the Fallen, and the Primarch himself. Yeah, so I've been dodging spoilers on this for like months at this point in time. I'm really excited that this is finally coming out so I can pick this up. And then we have Pilgrims of Fire. Sister Hellwise believes that the God Emperor has grand designs for her, and is determined not to die until she fulfills the mysterious purpose. Assigned to Fleet Quintus on the Indominus Crusade, Hellwise and her fellow sisters are sent on a mission to follow an ancient route of pilgrimage and liberate the shrine world of Sion, a quest that will test her faith in the God Emperor's plan for her. Pilgrims of Fire by Justin D. Hills will be available in paperback for the first time. Alright, and then we see Brutal Kunnin going available on December 16th, and this is the limited edition. Uthak Blackhawk and his green tide of orcs descend upon the Adeptus Mechanicus Forge World, Hephaestus, to pick up a haul of Yumi loot, only to find it already under siege by the infamous Captain Badruck. Uthak's boss, the biggest Big Mac, demands the two work together to overcome the war machines of the Adeptus Mechanicus. But with such great treasures on the line, cooperation might only be temporary. Mike Brooks' Brutal Kunnin is available for pre-order as a special edition signed, numbered, and limited to just 1,500 copies, with gorgeous screen-printed green cover, a green ribbon bookmark, an introduction by the author, an extra short story, Where There's a Warp, There's a Way. And it is about as green as it gets right here. And this is going to sell out quickly, obviously we know. Signed and numbered 1,500 copies. So if you do want one, make sure you are ready, willing, and able to pick it up on December 16th. All right, very cool. So I know, for one, I'm very excited for all the Kill Team stuff. Obviously, we got like over a month until this stuff comes out, but at least now we have a definitive date. We know 2023 was just an absolute disaster for Kill Team and Warcry. With Warcry, like nothing was selling at all, and basically the whole season thing completely flopped as predicted. And with Kill Team, it was the exact opposite. There was so much demand that you couldn't even pick anything up, and the worst part was, it wasn't because people were excited about Kill Team. It was literally because of the new cool models that were inside and 40k players picking it up. So now that they've broken these down into like 2 boxes per release, they are definitely more expensive. We did the math and it is quite shocking. And also we'll probably get another price increase early next year, which is unfortunate, but at least we should be able to get a hold of what we want. Because to tell you the truth, you still can't even get a hold of the Adeptus Arbites, which is crazy. So let me know what you're excited about, what you're going to be picking up. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. How do you feel about the extended pre-order periods in general, the 2-week and then 3-week holiday pre-order periods? And also, what do you think about them like basically previewing, showing off stuff like a month in advance? Do you think it's net positive, net negative? Are you going to buy more or buy less because of this? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I am very excited for Salvation. Really looking forward to the new Striking Scorpions and Scout models. And I'm out of here.